Hey guys, so we're going to do a collective read, kind of see what Spirit has to say. I know there's a lot going on and stuff, but I wanted to do a read. I know we've got a lot going on. This is certainly not putting head in the sand when I say this, but try to look for what could be the upside with everything that is going on right now. I was like, can I get a little bit of uplift in here? I think we need a break for a minute. Okay, what could be some of the upside here? So, obviously we know what is going on in Israel and Ukraine. Horrible. Okay, but what is the upside? One of the upsides is, I feel, at least my opinion, my feel, is that people are a lot more aware of what's been going on with the Palestinians now in Gaza than they were before. Like before, the Israel government, Jewish government and everything, they kind of had, people looking at them like, they're always dealing with, terrorists. Let's just say it carefully on YouTube, okay? I'm gonna say it carefully, okay? You know what I'm talking about. But now we're kind of seeing, no, they've been living under occupation. They've been going through a lot, okay, and stuff, and just land has been taken systematically over the years. Now they're scrunched up, in little Gaza, it's been brutal, and then throwing things at them when something happens and the various things. There is awareness coming out. I noticed some young people are starting to speak up about that. They're seeing that and they're raising their voice, but then you have people that could be, obviously, what happened, to the Jewish people and at the festival, the music festival, is horrific. We all agree it's horrific, and young people, everybody is in alignment with that. But it's, how do you go about this to get the hostages out and everything? This thing with civilians taking out innocent Palestinians that have nothing to do with this, okay, that are just trying to live their lives and stuff, but seeing how they've been living, the awareness, that's the upside that a lot of people are aware. Now, I've been aware of it. I do have a friend of mine on Facebook I went to high school with. She lived out there, in the area of the West Bank, with Palestinians for a couple years, and she did, so she met the people and she understood it, and that's what she's been posting about it, of course. With certain things. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and read some of the things she said. And this is somebody who is American who lived with Palestinians. Okay, so let me just kind of pull up and give a perspective, because it's one thing when people are saying stuff and we're trying to get this info, but what about somebody who's been there, and knows? Okay. So let me read some of the things she, says. Okay, so here's a post. It says, below, written by a scholar of the Middle East, Heidi Morrison. Okay, over 2 million Palestinian people, nearly half of them under 18, trapped for decades on a strip of land surrounded on all sides by an illegal Israel military blockade. Palestinians were caged there, where Zionists in Europe decided the land Palestinians were living on was theirs and God's supposedly chosen people. Britain supported Zionists to atone for the atrocities of World War II. I can understand to a degree, but if they live together peacefully, okay, and then it says, there can be no peace without addressing the root cause of violence. True. Does the situation sound familiar to what Europeans did to the indigenous people of North America, stealing their land to form a city upon a hill and putting them in reservations? There you go. America, we've got these reservations. And then, of course, there are times still coming on the reservation, trying to run, this pipeline and do this to the water and all that. Okay, come on. We know that's true. Okay. And then putting them in reservations. The history of colonialism and its legacy lives on, and the media continues to portray the oppressed as the terrorist, let me just say it that way, to be eliminated. Okay. Now, another thing that is going on, as my teaches in Aussie, was the Aboriginals being able to have a voice in government matters. Okay, there was a big thing. And so, the Aussie people, it was either vote yes, they could have a voice, or no. And they voted by the majority no. Okay, so that's going on in Australia. Okay, so the people, Aboriginals people make up about maybe, I believe it's like 3%. If anybody's from Australia, correct me. But why can't they have a voice in governmental matters? Why can't they have a say? Oh, okay. So see, this, it's not just happening in the U.S. It's not just happening in Israel. It's also happening in Aussie. This weird effect of these colonializations, okay, and what happens to the people who lived there prior, okay, and stuff. And then we know things with the Amazon rainforest and what's been happening with that over the years, right? Okay, so, enough is enough. And here's the thing she has: dear world, what kind of resistance do you want me to do? Armed, unarmed, or nothing at all? Just die silently so as not to bother you. That's kind of a Palestinian voice. And then she kind of said, for few Western observers have highlighted the context of Israel's structural violence that has condemned Palestinians to a slow death. Quote from below, lived there 2 years, saw things with my own eyes, is what she says. So she was there in the crosshairs. Okay. And then she also posted, this is a cat kind of on top. Notice the barbed wire. Okay. And stuff. And she worked out there in animal shelters. And she says, Jerusalem SPCA. This is a wall in the cat shelter area. So all barbed wire. It kind of sounds like a prison, doesn't it? Okay. And this is a wall in the cat shelter area. Cats are free to go in and out of the facility. Some never come back as there are dogs loose nearby. Bravest cats I've ever met. Facility is located in occupied Palestinian territory called the West Bank by many. Most screwed up shelter I've ever volunteered in. Worked there with my Dutch Palestinian friend for 3 years because I was able to help them make slow progress and save lives via their ideas and plans. I pretty much washed cat dishes and cleaned out litter boxes so they could concentrate on large projects. Happily, so though with the S&K and my awesome local friends, I missed my weekly Palestinian breakfast at their Ramallah home prior to driving to the shelter via the Kalandia checkpoint, an adventure only one of my American friends ever did with me, Heidi Morrison. That was the one who wrote that thing I just read. I will always remember you as my only witness to this crazy place beyond anyone's imagination. Okay, so giving a little view. And here is one. This is an artist. It's like a pen. Okay, and then there's lights shining on, kind of like in a prison and stuff. And it was what she said is one example of what Israel does to Palestinians daily, first-hand knowledge. Okay, so this was a friend of hers. We have several pieces of his art in our home. Illustration by Mohammed Sabania, Palestinian illustrator, our neighbor and friend. So this was a neighbor who was an artist. Jailed by Israel February to July 2013 for no crime. He was trying to cross from Jordan back to Palestine. Israel government holds Palestinians for however long they desire. No charges ever filed. Mohammed spent 5 months in jail. Israel calls this administrative detention. Okay, so that's a little bit firsthand knowledge of somebody who lived there. Okay, an American. Okay, an American citizen went there, lived there. Her husband, I believe, does some work in various things. That's how they landed there. Okay, so raising some awareness about what's been really going on, and it's not a perfect thing where there's a good guy and a bad guy thing, but I think we could agree that systematically taking land, and putting people in occupation, and things, and, scrunching them up, and then, denying them rights, or living like a prison and then throwing things at them when things happen. Okay, that's not humane. Okay, and we've got to get past this. Okay, a peace treaty and giving the Palestinians back some more land, not taking more of it. Okay, that's got to stop. So that's a little bit of what life is like over there. And that only can give you a fraction of what it's like in those posts. Imagine what it's like to be Palestinian over there. Okay? So one of the things, awareness. Horrible what's happening. The upside, the world is becoming more aware. Okay? And it's one thing about it, the truth. The truth needs to come out. What's really happening. And it's hard if we're over here and we're cozy in America. Okay? We got this freedom, for the most part, and everything, and then look, okay? But being over there is a different story, and she was able to firsthand understand it. Okay, that's the thing. But even she, as Americans, still could up and leave. Okay, where they can't. Where do they go? Okay, so that's the other thing about it. That is the challenge. But being able to see with her own two eyes what was going on is horrible. It's a horrible thing. But anyway, so let's go ahead and do a collective read, because at the same time, still get some messages of spirit. I know we got the Orange Menace. He keeps opening his mouth in court. He keeps trying to defy the gag order. We've got that. I know a lot of you guys that are on this channel, if you're on this channel, you don't want him to be president. And it looks like Ron the Khan should not get the nom. The only thing is, the Orange Menace, even with all his stuff, may get the nod. But it's still up in the air. We're still kind of feeling it out. But what is the message that Spirit has to say for us tonight? Let's kind of look at it. Now, also, Mercury is in Scorpio, so shining a light in the darkness. That's one thing about it. And in a couple days, we're going to be in the Scorpio month. It's going to be an intense Scorpio, guys. We do have a lunar eclipse next month. Okay, so look forward to that. And, of course, Halloween, we know, Day of the Dead, that's coming too. I'm going to read from Light Seers. We're going to have kind of a good Light Seers energy with this, and I will pull from some Oracle cards as well, because we need a little bit of uplift, okay? And so, but don't allow yourself to be distracted. The world reversed. Okay, so I know the world is just turned upside down in chaos. Now, she looks like she's doing good, right? I know. Everything is chaotic and crazy. World turned upside down. But one of the things about it, remember, we're going to be aiming to 5D Earth. So one of the things about it, the truth is coming out about a lot of things that people have been deceptive about. All warfare based on deception, but the truth is coming out. Spirit is putting it before our eyes. We're starting to see all the crooked politicians and everything. Everything is being exposed. But certain things going on over there being exposed. A lot of things are being exposed that they are, it's hiding in plain sight. Okay, Spirit's doing that. This is called karma. Okay, so we want to use the right side. Four of Swords reverse, look at the image. Okay, she's got her heart, she wants to heal and stuff. Work on meditation and stuff. Go within. Do not allow yourself to be pulled outside, distracted. Like, let me talk about this briefly for a minute. It's completely useless knowledge, but we've got this Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith thing going on. I did briefly talk about it for a moment in the group, but I'm not doing a big old video on it, no, and stuff. But once again, Jada Pinkett Smith is taking down Will Smith, emasculating him. Okay? And I was watching this one guy, did Will Smith once do something in the past and this is revenge? I mean, what's going on? Okay, here's the book. I mean, the point, he's supporting her. I stand by her while she takes me down, while she emasculates me, while she says she loves somebody else. I mean, Tupac proposed to a lot of people, guys, okay? I know she's trying to act like she's the one, but there was a lot of ones, okay, with Tupac. Come on, guys. Okay, maybe he's the one to, in her eyes, but he proposed to a lot of people when he was in jail, okay? He was, but like, all this stuff, it's just like, it's called social abuse. I mean, she gets on there, she does the red table talk, and he's sitting there and she's talking about the affair, calls it an entanglement. Okay, hey, we've been separated for 7 years, not getting, why does he need divorce? This is not natural. The kids are sick of it. They got to be sick of their mother talking about all his personal business and stuff. And this is, so anyway, as I say that, though, I'm just give it a couple minutes. That's more distraction bullshit. Okay, but people are feeding into that. That's distraction. Okay, notice all this stuff is going on in these countries, in Israel and Ukraine, and here comes Jada with their freaking bullshit. Okay, distraction. Okay, don't give that shit attention. Okay, don't oh there's a oh fuck done. Okay, it's all garbage. Go meditate. Okay, you're better read a book and stuff, but don't read that shitty book Worthy. Okay, that's just a bunch of gossip, and that's not healthy stuff. To be focusing on gossip, I don't care what Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's non-sex life is, or who she's screwing around with. Okay, or if she wishes that Tupac was her man. Who gives a fucking shit? Okay, way more important things to take on than this. That is a gross relationship. All right. So anyway, as I say that, don't be distracted by the nonsense. Okay, so Five of Pentacles. I know a lot of you are kind of feeling out in the cold. You want to get through that door. Notice the key is over here. What's going to unlock that door? Pay attention. Listen to your spiritual teachers. It takes another to unlock that door. Yes, it does. So read those spiritual books. Listen to the spiritual teachers. They want to get us through the door. They want to get you through the door. I'm trying to get people through the door. What do you need to walk away from? Okay, Eight of Cups, that is about walking away. She is leaving it all behind. Dirty swamp. Okay, some of you, if you're in karmic relationships, narcissist relationships, things that are dragging you, they're pulling away from your spirit, they do not care, about who you are inside. If you're women or even men, seeing you as a sexual object, seen as somebody they want to take their shit out on, walk away. It's time. Okay? Once you walk away from the wrong ones, spirit will be like, good, they figured it out, they finally shut the door, they will bring the right ones. Okay? And stuff, but what are you pouring your pure water spirit into that is a dirty swamp? Okay, what are you vesting into? Okay, so we got they always talk about, like, even in the politics, drain the swamp. Okay, yeah, we're watching it before our eyes. Okay, except there's a lot of dirty stuff, and everybody's tired of it. Everybody's tired of the shenanigans. That's why spirit's like throwing it. Here it is. Okay, the truth. Okay. But anyway, even in your own interpersonal and stuff, people feeling, locked out, they want the spirit. Okay, but we got to walk away and stop investing and pouring pure water spirit into a dirty swamp. We don't cast our pearls before swine. It's got to stop. Okay, if you're in the wrong relationship, get out of it. If it's toxic, get out. Okay, and let's see what's overlapping that. Nine of Swords. A lot of people are fearful of things that are happening. She wears red. That is power. Do not be fearful. We are aiming to 5D Earth. There is that one crow that's white. It's an anomaly. But instead of fearing, oh God, everything is falling apart. I know a lot of people feel like that when they look at the world and let me pull it up a little bit. Everything that is going on and stuff, spirit, everything has to crumble down and be exposed. Okay, so we can get to 5D Earth. So we are going to be optimistic. There is the light is going to meet the darkness. Okay, a lot of people have been foolish. When the fool reverses, that is foolishness. Okay, and stuff, and the foolishness is coming before our eyes. It's judgment. Okay, but you can set yourself free. Notice, honor the call. And a lot of light workers have risen to the occasion. They've been DNA activated. They were honoring the call. Get you messages of spirit, get you in alignment and help you out. And oh God, we're going to shift. Okay, 5D Earth. She is honoring the call. So judgment, and then those that don't want to honor the call, that want to continue dirty swamp activity, done. Four of Pentacles reversed. I know a lot of people worried about the finances, the inflation. We cannot vote for a president because you don't like the prices at the pump. We got to have a president that has some integrity, that isn't going down for 4 indictments and 91 charges. Okay, this ridiculousness and stuff just because you're not happy about the prices of some things. Look, the reason why the prices are high is because he screwed up the economy, and Biden's been trying to fix it ever since. Okay. That's the reason why. We wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for that twerp. Addictions. Everybody, anything, if you're addicted, whatever is toxic, it's got to go. Stuff. Especially, there are a lot of people drowning in alcohol right now because they can't take the world. Or various things. Or various kind of drugs. We got a zombie apocalypse all over the country is a big one. Okay? Everybody's got to get healthy and detoxify. That's a big one. We got to face reality. I know a lot of people want to escape it, but we can't do that. The Hierophant reverse. Yes, we need to get what is mortal, what is just, what is good. A lot of people ain't listening. They're going down. Notice this goes down. They're going to go to 3D. Okay, but we're not going to be like that. We're going to aim for 5D Earth. You know, the light workers are giving their messages. If people ain't listening and they ain't learning, off they go. There's not much we can do but listen to your spiritual teachers during this time, what they have to say. Listen to those Alan Watts videos. Oh, he's got some good stuff. Listen to him. He's all over YouTube. Listen to the good stuff. Get in nature. Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely. That's my card, actually, too, to be honest. But yes, getting in nature, connecting with Mother Earth, that is the one. We want to save this planet. Isn't it sad how people want to trash their very home all to make some money? Don't they cut off their nose despite their face when they do that? Yes, we know. Big money is always wanting to tear up the earth. Cut off your nose despite your face. And so, 10 of Pentacles, generational trauma. Let's heal it. Let's get it going on. I know people want to have a good, happy, abundant life. Spirit wants them to have that as well. That shows the Tree of Life, the Kabbalah in it. That is very important. Work with your Tree of Life. 4 Wands reverse. Yes, everything is very unstable. That's in the hopes and fears. It's not forever. But that card is also about completion. And the end card is the Sun. Yes, returning to purity, returning to innocence. The inner child. We will get there to 5D Earth when we become children again. Like children again. And not childish, but like children again. Okay? You know, just like, you know, the scriptures, we put away childish things, but now we see through a glass darkly and face to face, and then I know in part, and shall know even as I am known. Okay, it's like, yep, at first, you know, I do this child thing, then I put away the childish things, and I become an adult, and then I see through a glass darkly. Oh, but here I am face to face. Let me become a child again. You know, when I had that innocence, the Sun. And we also know that song by the Beatles, Here Comes the Sun. We will get to 5D Earth. So as you see everything crumbling before your eyes, as you see this stuff going on, don't forget there are promises by this guy here, Jesus, also promised salvation. Okay, and what is that really? Oh, heaven? It's a little bit more than that. It's so we don't have to stay in 3D Earth, okay, which is a big one. Let's pull from the Angels deck. This has been a good one. This is one of my newer decks that I got. I love this. It's a daily guidance Angels deck. Don't forget to ask. That's a big one. Ask the guides. Ask for your needs to be met. So it's ask, believe you've already received it, and it will be given to you. You got to believe here you already received it. That is the key in the here and now. Thy will be done. Okay? And I know a lot of you are asking that the Orange Menace does not become president. And so focus on service. How can you serve? How can you give back? Okay? A lot of the selfish, it's all about me. What about what's in it for me? You know, just like sometimes when a cracked gourd or two comes, you know, as far as spiritual path, it's all about me. What about me? Okay, and stuff, and they don't realize that a lot of the interchange and transformation is so you can be of service. That's what Spirit wants. That's why they gift people. So the light worker is all about service. Focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving in every situation and all that you do. I know I got light workers that do watch the channel, and that's the thing. We know that's what it is. It's not about, what about me? It's about, how can I help, Spirit? How can I be of service? And that's the reason why those light workers have the abilities. That's why they are DNA activated. That's why they're using their gifts to be able to help, heal, and channel authentic messages of Spirit. And then be honest with yourself. Yes, we all got to do the truth. That is what the Dharma is the truth. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It is safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support you, guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only on your true desires, and they will come to you upon angels' wings. And of course, we want that connected to service. Absolutely. One more. A daydream. Yes. Sometimes, you know how you did that in school? You kind of space off. Yes, let's dream, because daydreaming is going to lead us to 5D Earth, okay? Believe it or not, because it's all a dream, guys. This is all a dream. That's the maddening thing of it. It really is. You will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas. If you were watching a movie, this is the seat of creativity. Yes, daydreams, day tripper. This is how, the creative it becomes, force. It connects you to the astral plane. This is how the artist is able to create art. This is, especially the musician, connect with the music, kind of just daydream and allow it all to come to you. And we're going to get to a nice, smooth 5D Earth, no matter what you see, no matter all this craziness. And it's going to challenge it. It's going to want to feed fear into you. I want you to block it. And remember, love conquers all, and it's love over fear. I do hope this helps and everything. You guys just remain optimistic no matter what you see. Have a good one.